Hey everyone, it's Kanga here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the fastest ways to level up in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 7. Now you can see on the left here, I'm already level 149, and even though I bought 100 tiers, that's still 50 levels in not even a week. And the main thing I've been focusing on is my quests. Now if you haven't already done the epic and legendary quests, make sure you do those, because those are going to give you even more XP than these. So whether you're in-game or in the lobby, whenever you view your quests here on the left, the purple ones and the gold ones, make sure you prioritize doing those. I don't have any of them here to show you because I've already done them, but in the first week that was going to be the ones like conversing with different characters, collecting stone from the aftermath, placing rubber ducks, interacting with Bunker Jones's conspiracy board and stuff like that. There's also going to be another set of weekly challenges coming out just a day or so after I upload this video, so keep an eye out for those. But yeah, make sure you're doing your epic and legendary quests as soon as they come out, because they're going to give you much more XP than these will. Now the rare quests are good, all these blue ones, I'll get to those in a second. Before you even want to even consider doing those, make sure you've done your green ones first. These are going to be a lot easier to do than the blue ones. Like, it's going to require you to do something a lot less times, and it's actually going to give you 5,000 more XP. So for example, you can see this green one here. That's going to take me 25 weak points hit, and I'll get 17,000 XP for that. A weak point hit is just when you're harvesting something and there's blue circles pop up and you hit the blue circle. That's going to be a weak point. So if I do that 25 times, I'll get 17,000 XP. But then this rare quest that I've got here highlighted, if I break 2,500 weak points, I'll only get 12,000 XP. Now obviously that quest's accumulative, and that number is just going to get higher and higher each stage I get. But basically I can either choose if I want to hit 350 weak points for 12,000 XP, or if I want to break 25 weak points for 17,000 XP. One of those is a bit faster than the other. So just make sure you're doing your green quest as well. Unfortunately, after you do one green quest, it's going to turn into a grey quest, which will only give you like 2,000 XP or something. You can still look at doing those if you want, because a lot of them will be really simple things to do. Like here, mod a vehicle, you just throw a tire at a car, and even if that's a common quest or a grey quest, you'll still get 2,000 XP for that. So still keep an eye on the grey quests, but don't go as far out of your way to do them. Now moving on to the rare quests. Basically every single game you get into, I recommend you open up your map, go to the quests, and look at the ones you have to do at the top, because the ones at the top will be the ones you're closest to completing. You can see here, I only need to ignite 8 more structures with fire, I only need to open 10 more ammo boxes, I only need to open 1 more supply drop and stuff like that. Another thing you should be trying to do is whenever you're on the starting lobby waiting for the match to start, head over to the ocean and just start swimming around in it, because as you'll see here shortly, if you're swimming and then you get into the battle bus, it's going to give you a massive amount of distance towards that challenge. You can see here I'm swimming. One of my quests right here is to travel distance while swimming. Now you'll see it in the top left, even though I didn't really swim that far, according to the game, I just swam like 1,500 meters. So it's going to instantly complete that challenge for me and give me 12,000 XP for doing nothing really. The Weeping Woods is one place on the map that has a ton of different things that you can use to complete these challenges. Inside this garage area and over that house, you should be able to find a gas can like here. Then using this gas can, there's even another one right there, you can set structures on fire, which as you can see here, ignite structures with fire. That's one of my rare quests. So if I just put this near the house, near these bushes and stuff, and then blow that up, that should set them on fire, as you can see there, and then this will start going up. It doesn't always work instantly, but you can see that I've set a lot of structures on fire, and that's already 8 structures on fire done, just like that. So if you take both gas cans and set both of these cabins on fire, it's going to get you a lot of progress towards that one done very, very quickly. See, just like that as well. Now 2 quests that I don't have on my menu here to show you is going to be harvesting trees and harvesting stones. This one is literally just as simple as it sounds, and as you can see there are plenty of rocks around Weeping Woods and there are definitely a fair few trees around. So if you just go around breaking all these trees and stones, there's a play here. Make sure you kill people as well, because I think I've got it here, there's one to eliminate players, yep. If you just go around breaking all these trees and breaking all these stones, you will get progress towards a rare quest, and you can also see that in the top left. It's also counting towards my hit weak points quests, because as you can see here, obviously those weak points do pop up whenever you're harvesting anything. We're still not done yet in Weeping Woods though, because these here should count as shrubs, and there's going to be another request to destroy shrubs. So if you're destroying just the smaller green plants you find, not even specifically in Weeping Woods, just in general, those will help you get some more rare quests done. Alright, so I unfortunately ended up dying that game and then didn't record last game. But as I was saying, these ice machines, you can find 2 or 3 of them in this building here, and as long as you make sure you're actually searching them, that'll get you progress towards a rare quest. So first off on the right, you can see there can be one right here, and you can see like that. I also did have the uncommon quest before to free fish from a freezer. So if you have quests like that as well, you can basically just kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. And also be one down near that vending machine and one here. They're not 100% spawn rate, but more often than not you should find them by coming down here as well. Yeah, there can be one here next to the vending machine, but this game it's not there for me. But even if you're not going to carry the fish, you may as well come search it for some XP. Now, another thing I want to talk about is when you're searching ammo boxes and chests, don't break the things that they're sitting on top of, actually search the ammo box. Because normally, right, if you're in a hurry, you're just going to come along, break this vending machine, and you're not going to actually search the ammo box. But if you do, not only do you see that I get 100 plus XP for this searching the ammo box, which I wouldn't normally get if I just broke it, but it will also get me progress towards this rare quest right here to search ammo boxes. I need to search 5 more. There's even one up here which I nearly missed. But if you make sure you're actually searching those ammo boxes and actually searching those chests, you get a lot more XP that way, and you're going to complete those rare quests a lot faster. If you happen to find fireflies on the ground, you may as well just throw them around, get some more structures set on fire. If you really want to get it done, there's also fireflies near the pond here, so you can just pick these up, and then just go do the same thing over at the other cabin, and you'll get the set fire structures challenge done in no time. Another thing in Weeping Woods you can do is with this campfire over here on the south area. Even if you don't need the health, from like right now I'm at max health, the campfire is going to be completely useless to me, but I can just use it anyway, and then I know that it's going to get me progress towards the challenge to use the campfire, and I'm pretty sure it's only 50 total times you have to use it. So if you just use the campfire every single time you see it, you'll still get progress towards that challenge, and it's going to give you some XP in the long term. I don't think there's any off-road tires here in Weeping Woods, but it's the same thing with those as the campfires. If you see the off-road tires just sitting there, and you know there's a vehicle nearby, you may as well, oh, there actually is the off-road tires here. Pretty good timing, because if you find the off-road tires and you know there's a vehicle nearby, you may as well just get the tires and then throw them at it, even if you're not going to use the car, because again, there is a rare quest to mod a vehicle, and by doing this, you'll eventually get the rare quest done, and you'll eventually get 17,000 XP, and you can even see that. Again, I just had the uncommon quest for it, so there's another 17,000 XP on top of progress in my rare quest. Now, I did see these chickens over here before, and you've probably already guessed it by this point, but there's a rare quest as well to hunt wildlife. So whenever you see animals around, you may as well just eliminate them because it's going to get you more XP. Not only there, like 40 XP, it's really not that much obviously, but if you go on over time, it's going to add up a lot, and eventually we'll get a few different instances of 12,000 XP. Just for hunting wildlife. These red toolboxes as well, those count as ammo boxes by the way. They give you the nuts and bolts as well, which I think there's another request there. So collect nuts and bolts. So make sure you're doing this. It also counts when you buy them from certain NPCs that sell them to you. And then I really would like this purple tack, but just for you guys, just to show you, you can also craft weapons towards progress to another request. So make sure you are using those nuts and bolts whenever you find them. Even if you've got like, for example, you got a full golden loadout, you got like 10 nuts and bolts, but you don't need them. You got the perfect guns. If you just see a gun there that you know you can upgrade, you may as well pick it up quickly to upgrade it, then drop it again, because you will get progress towards a challenge. It is also a challenge to deal damage to players in a vehicle. So if you see someone driving along in the car, even though it can be pretty annoying when you're the one in the car, make sure you're doing that. We've got explosive eliminations as well. So pretty much if there's anything in Fortnite that you can think of, if you focus on that one specific thing, oh, sorry about that lag, I got no idea what happens. Chances are that one specific thing is going to get you progress towards a rare quest, whether it be a certain type of weapon elimination, whether it be catching wildlife or hunting wildlife, I should say, catching fish. Pretty much every single thing in Fortnite is a rare quest for it, and you can see there's the one for searching ammo boxes done. There's also one for eliminating players with common and uncommon weapons, so if you just force yourself to use those green and white weapons, there's some more XP you can get. The reboot van over here did remind me as well. There's 2 quests to revive teammates and reboot teammates. Obviously you can only do that in duos, squads and trios, but there's some more things to focus on there for some quick XP. And especially towards the start of the season, it's so important to do these requests if you want to level up quickly, because you can see here that, for example, you've got to travel 150,000 meters in a vehicle, which obviously is a long way, but at the start of the season, that's only 5,000, which still sounds like a lot, but obviously in comparison to 150,000, that's nothing. There's also one for spending bars, and obviously the more bars you have, the more bars you can spend, so make sure whenever you see an NPC or a payphone, you make sure that you get a quest from it, and then that way you will have just more bars to spend in general. And if you really want, you can just waste 4,000 gold on the large bus tip, which even though you really get nothing for that, it will technically get you a little bit of XP in the long run, because there is a rare quest to spend bars. I'm also just looking at the list here, there's a rare quest to place top 10, and the first one of that is only 10 times. So if you place top 10 times, that's going to give you 12,000 XP, and obviously that's very easy to do. There's one to don disguises, so if you find the different NPCs that give you disguises, like I know the Bush Ranger does, or Wasted Risky Reels, if you do that 3 times, there's another 12,000 XP, and I can see here the supply drop. Oh no. Okay, so this guy's taken my supply drop, so instead I'm going to show you how to complete the rare quest to eliminate players, because I really don't appreciate this guy doing that. But yeah, at the end of the day, as long as you're playing Fortnite and making progress on these rare quests, as I keep saying, you will probably be getting progress towards something done. I know why it keeps lagging when I fire people. I think it's because I'm trying to use the higher settings. So yeah, so that guy's now down. That's what happens when you take someone's supply drop. So it looks like I am actually going to end up getting my supply drop after all. Assuming it lets me open it, which it's not doing. It's a bit annoying. There we go. It is always a happy ending. So unfortunately, you can see here I did have this rare quest search supply drops 9 out of 10 done. I'm not going to be able to get that done quite as soon as I would have liked. I was going to end the video on that. Yeah, go check out the video that I've got on all the rare quests. So you can see those, take a look at those. There's one for like breaking chairs. So basically anything in Fortnite is probably going to count towards a rare quest. Just make sure you're focusing on doing those things. There's distance while gliding as well. If you find a launch pad, what you can do, if you really want, you can just jump around on that. Maybe not after someone starts shooting at you, because that's going to show you even more. But you get the idea. You can just do things repetitively, and that's going to get you more XP. Oh, and one last thing. I don't know where this UFO actually is. Someone was just shooting the UFO over there. But the UFOs are really good for a variety of challenges. You've got the one to travel distance in vehicles. You've got the one to deal damage from above, because obviously if you're in a UFO shooting at people, you're going to be above them. There's one to destroy opponent structures in a vehicle. Obviously if you're in a vehicle being the UFO and destroying the structures. But I am going to wrap up that video there. If you guys have any more questions about leveling up fast in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 7, comment this down below. Like you can see here, I started this video 2 or 3 games ago and I was only in level 149. And I'm already 2 levels higher than that. And I've already gotten like 50 levels on top of that before this. So it's going to be even easier for you guys, because you're going to have smaller rare quests to do. And you'll just be leveling up even faster than I am here, which was 2 levels in just 30 minutes. That's 10 battle stars in just a very small amount of games. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys did find this video useful at all, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, share. All those things help me out massively. If you want to support me as a creator, that's going to be code KANGA in the Fortnite item shop. Otherwise though, that's going to be it for me for now, and I will see you all next time. See ya.